So we're back here on Court 1 with the Netherlands women against Northern Ireland women here in the women's division, of course. And I'm joined by Mr. Pim Visser himself.
Hi guys, glad to be back for my second time around behind the mic.
So, a big game ahead. Netherlands obviously looking to take this win. And they've had a very good tournament so far, as have your mixed.
Yeah.
Men's slightly disappointing in places,
Yeah.
but a good tournament all around.
Yeah, we were watching the game against Hungary that I commentated first. That was a surprise. The Hungarian team was exceptionally well. Then they had a stellar, very exciting match against Switzerland, which ended up in a tie. And then just now, a very close, very fun game to watch against Scotland, which they unfortunately did not win. But they were not without any chance. They got some good sets in. So all in all, what you said, placement might not be there, but the gameplay has improved massively. The Dutch ladies are lining up for the first set.
So first set will get underway. We'll have two 15-minute halves. Both teams start with a timeout, which can be called in between sets. A timeout set will be a 1 minute gap. Okay. Oh, and a good catch from the Netherlands side from Marika Potov to start off the game.
Yeah, she's gone really attentive to those punishing moves after she's thrown the pre-throw. Doesn't look what her ball is doing, just straight up expects the next one. And makes another hit, and the Dutch are up 6-4 in the fourth set against Northern Ireland.
Yep. And that's Wong that is taken out from that throw. And now a 4-ball attack from Northern Ireland. They do make their hit. They take out the women's captain.
Mika. Now the Netherlands have a 4-ball attack. Let's see if they can monetize of that. Oh, unfortunately they don't. And Northern Ireland goes up with a 2-ball attack against the right-wing player, Marika. And the playing field is leveled, but has been a catch as well. Northern Ireland is up 5-4. Great covering there, making sure your own player gets home safe. Goes back to the line.
And a single ball there.
And a catch.
Yeah, as she throws her single ball, Lanting tracks back and she picks up that single ball. That's what you're looking for, that on that wing player. You want to track back as quick as possible, look at picking up that catch. And now one player up. And the ball pops up, but no one takes the catch. Lanting just on the pre-throw, just in case no one throws it. Netherlands now only with 1 ball. Brackenhoff takes the single ball and she's going to look at causing a bit of disruption. And she cannot do that because 3 balls come her way. And 2 hits there. I think she was a bit confused because it obviously came through the other player's legs. So from what was a 5v3.
Oh! They gave it away. Solid play from Northern Ireland, keeping their head cool. Even though they are outnumbered, Dutch ladies made a little bit of a rookie mistake there by looking away from the ball and checking what's in front of your feet and not paying attention to the opponent in front, and Northern Ireland punished that. Let's see if they can get the focus back for the second set.
So both teams ready and raring to go, and it's a good standing counter from the captain Brackenhoff. This side, they take out number 3 there.
Good hit on the feet from
Yeah, Sarah McCloskey there. She'll be disappointed on that. Tries to dodge out the way, can't quite find it.
No hits there. 3 balls for the Netherlands. Will make up another attack.
Oh, and it's picked up.
Easy catch.
Yeah, really good
And a
catch.
sequence of punishing.
Yeah, Beth Redmond, she's always looking at those single ball catches. She'll look at not even just the area that she's around at taking that catch in. Normally she'll fish out wide and she grabs it with the end of her fingers. It's quite a weird catching style, but it definitely works for Beth.
And where the Netherlands were up 5-3 again, they're now behind 4-3. And one more player getting hit out. Northern
Yeah.
Ireland really keeps their calm, waiting for those balls that are catchable.
And this, I believe, is for top seed in the group. And just a bit of pressure on that left side.
Another hit.
Yeah.
And Noor Smith is by herself. This is her first time on the Euros. Let's see how she handles the pressure in this.
And Northern Ireland definitely punishing. It's something that you like to do a lot when you're left and you've played that standing counter. And you've played that standing counter. It's where you get punished, but no catch. Line infringement is called first by the Italian line refs.
Well, the Netherlands is the second set in a row. They are up ahead, but somehow gave it away. They should maybe change something in their game plan, because Northern Ireland is really taking advantage of the little mistakes, making those catches, and really turning the set around.
And that's it. That first set was so close, but a couple of right decisions has obviously put Northern Ireland in the lead in both sets, and they've taken both of those points.
Very solid hit there. All the balls came exactly at the right time, making it very hard to dodge or catch.
Oh, and Smith, as she tries to get out of the way, it just grazes past her. Netherlands now find themselves in the back foot. And a 3-ball attack, but nothing finds Pothoff on that right side. Now a 4-ball attack for Netherlands. They've got to punish these Northern Irish girls. But Northern Ireland punish in return. A great standing counter. They're always the hardest ones to dodge because you always think they're just going to miss you. But this time it hits Larissa's foot.
6v3. Let's see if the Netherlands can turn it around this set.
What do they need to be doing here to turn things around? Getting those hits or taking the catches? Or
There's not a lot of balls that are easily catchable by Northern Ireland this set. As to what I've seen, there's a lot of one-ball attacks being thrown by the Netherlands, but not a lot of them connecting. Either maybe switching up, throwing across one-ball court, or maybe taking a little bit more risk and going a little bit earlier in the game, throwing a 2-ball attack and getting the numbers of the opponent down.
So Northern Ireland currently ranked 4th in the European campaign. Netherlands 9th. Last Euros, Netherlands placed 7th and Northern Ireland placed 5th. So Netherlands definitely up against a lot of high pressure targets. And
oh, and a catch made, and Northern Ireland Closes out the set.
Very close to that catch there. Roxy just about getting her hands after the bobble of the catch onto the ball.
And this set is going to be crucial for the Netherlands to keep in range. Sometimes we see that a team takes a little bit too long to get on steam, and then the difference is just too big to make up the difference. And 8-0 or 6-2, that's a big difference. So hopefully the Netherlands can close this one out, but Northern Ireland starting strong, punishing a player left in front of the court.
They have now brought on Susanna Stam, one of the bigger arms and the more aggressive arms for the Netherlands side.
Maybe they also seen that the one-ball attacks were not connecting and decided to put in a little bit more power.
Yeah. An easy dodge there for Larissa, the ball not quite finding her, so an easy small step out the way. Brackenhoff with a smaller dodge this time around, and Stam's arm, the quick whip of Stam on that left side.
Yeah, Northern Ireland player couldn't just get her block under it.
But this time gets hit instead. Yeah, she's that big leap over.
5 against 4 in favor of the Northern Ireland this set. Early pre-throw, which seems to connect. A catch and a hit, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, very unfortunate. As Brackenhoff, she wants to take that hit up close, but she's punished by Shannon Smith, that left side. Catch and out. The out is called first. Oh, a good standing counter there, and Shannon Smith is hit out in that play. So Larissa now, what was a 1v4 is now a 1v5 now is a 1v3.
She has played the match before, 2 matches ago, in the mix where something similar happened. Like in the Scotland game, she was 5 against 1 and she managed to drag all of the 2 remaining minutes out. So she has some experience in how to play these tight situations. And is very agile with her block.
Yeah, very nice block. Just blocking those 2 balls. You see from Larissa, she favours that sling type of throw rather than the overarm movement.
Yeah. 20 seconds left in this game. So, and there it grazes her shoe. Very well thrown by Northern Ireland. Low, and just the outside of the foot.
So all men's games will be released tomorrow, but I believe someone has worked it out already a little. This might not be final. Scotland versus Wales in the men's, England versus Switzerland in the men's, Northern Ireland versus Italy in the men's, and Austria France in the men's.
Right.
Apparently that someone's worked it out. Don't hold me on that.
Which game of those 4 would you think would be the closest?
I would probably do Scotland versus Wales. Yeah, both great men's teams.
There's some rivalry going on there?
Yeah, for sure. Always. In the home nations, you always see that rivalry. And that's some good dodging. A nice small hop from Lisa as she tracks back. And the call for 4. That's 4 balls under the Northern Ireland. So they're going to have to make an attack here. 3 balls get thrown. No hits at all. And that's disappointing because really when you throw in 3 or 4 balls, you want to be making at least 1 hit.
And some confusion there. Mika caught a ball that came not via a player but via the retriever, so no valid catch. And also the head ref Bruno is up to date now and the play continues with 4 balls for the Netherlands. Early pre-throw, 5 balls. There's going to be a reset.
But only 1 hit out this time around. And the double running doesn't hit any target. Susanna Stam stands tall on that wing. A nice block for her.
Oh, good punishing there. Almost for the catch. She was aware the ball was going to be thrown. Going down to her knees to increase the size of her box, which is the area from your shoulders to your knees where you really want to catch the ball. A pre-throw. Oh, and that's an unfortunate double hit on the Dutch side.
Yeah, Beth Redmond heads out, and both Lisa and Lanting head out from the Netherlands side. Oh, and a nice catch from Roxy.
Oh, and a quick free throw and a hit. 3 versus 3.
So now a 3-ball attack. They center. A lot of the Netherlands squads do this. They gather in that middle.
Almost went for the catch, but fumbled it. Very good coverage. Throwing in a second ball when you see somebody's fumbling for that catch. Really good coverage from Northern Ireland.
Yeah. Now a 1-ball release, I can imagine, from that Northern Ireland side, who are currently 8-0 up in this game.
Closing in that zone, putting under pressure by doing that, so she's won over the third ball. Good high pressure there. Let's see if they can get one down and tie the... And time.
Yeah, the time of that set has ended. But there will be a 1 minute 30 set. So Northern Ireland currently 10-0 up in this half. Absolutely dominating Netherlands. I know it's horrible to see for you, Pim, but Netherlands have been in a lot of the sets. It's not quite, they've played rubbish. They've just really not closed out the sets in the right fashion.
It's the little mistakes.
Of
throwing
course.
a 1 ball that's in box area, and I think that's where Northern Ireland has the edge. It's the discipline to when not to throw a ball. Oh, unfortunate closing. She fell down, hit her ear on the knee. She seems to be okay. As I was saying, Northern Ireland is showing great discipline in when to throw or not to throw a ball, keeping calm when behind. And that's a style of play the Netherlands have yet to show. But they're showing great resilience and probably will get back into the match in the second half.
A nice dodge for Stam there. They pick up 4 balls. Going to have to play very aggressive now. And they do just that. A triple hit from the 4-ball play, from the 5-ball play. And they've got 4 back in their arsenal. Brackenhoff just with a simple block.
Yeah, and when you already had 2 players and there's only a 90-minute set, take your time. You don't have to win the set, you just have to stay ahead.
Exactly, and they're doing just that at the moment. 2 players up.
Oh, that's a good free throw. You should get back now. You're still ahead. 25 seconds on the clock.
Just got to make simple dodgeball and make sure that simple dodgeball is being done right.
They went for a trade, which is maybe not the wisest thing to do. They were 4-3 ahead. And a catch from Lisa.
That was a block.
Ah, it's a block, too bad.
It looked like she thought she
caught it. It did look like she caught it out of thin air, but she blocked it in front of her. Unfortunately, they did not win it, but they're on the scoreboard.
And that's it. And sometimes that's all that it takes mentally, Pim, for some of the teams to sort of get their head into that.
To not lose one.
11-1 down, and what we always talk about game after game is mentally, if Northern Ireland can put 11 past you, why can you now not put 11 past them?
Exactly. Don't let your head hang low. There were a lot of sets where they were in front. They're going to talk some tactics now, going to change something up. Let's see what they're going to do different.
And they will have to play slightly different. Northern Ireland have been ahead in a lot of these sets. Like you said, Netherlands, it's that micro-management that we don't really talk about in terms of just making sure that when you're throwing, you're making sure that that throw is precise and accurate.
But also unexpected. Sometimes you want to make a certain a no-look ball or walk towards a certain player and then divert at the last second to put in a little bit of element of surprise, especially with the 1-ball attacks. That's so crucial that the player doesn't know where the ball is coming from. And as we've seen, the Northern Ireland player are monetizing a little bit more on the 1-ball attacks, and I think that's where the Netherlands' chances are to get some more players out in an early stage. They are talking it over, but so are the Northern Ireland, who are comfortably ahead at 11-1. And they shall probably be talking it over to keep the pace down. They're not in a rush. They're ahead. There shouldn't be any risk for them. They're probably going to play out some more sets on time. And that would be the wise thing to do for them. We're going to probably see a little bit more of a defensive style from the Northern Irish. And the Netherlands will probably play a little bit more of offense, take more risks because they are ahead. They are behind. And they have to do something to change that up.
So with only 2 games left in today, these are the final group games. I believe this evening or tomorrow morning, all the games will be released for knockout stages and positional playoffs. Every team will be individually placed in this tournament. What used to happen a long time ago is you'd be placed either like between like 5th and 8th. Now it's a lot more games. You play all those positional playoffs to make sure that your current ranking, your European ranking, is correct as it can be.
Yeah, that's the reason also why it's a 4-day tournament, 2 days for the group stages, and on the third day there will be some cross matches, and on the last day there will be placement matches, and of course the finales.
And a last player standing.
Yeah.
So last player standing, it's not always been at tournaments. I believe in the past it's been in a couple of tournaments. Is it two players from each nation, is that correct, or anyone?
I have not been up to date with that. I've been busy with some other stuff, but we can ask as the tournament works like this.
That looks like lots of things,
Peter, would you tell us what the idea of last man standing is?
I have no idea.
Oh.
Cool.
It seems like if you rate the name correctly, that it is a game who stands last.
That would be seen the case.
Yes, but how does it work in terms of players? Does every person in the tournament play, or do 2 players from each nation play?
I'm not sure. We should ask Max. We should drag him out here and ask him what his idea is. Because he suggested that we put it in the schedule.
Oh, Mr. Max Golda
Okie.
himself.
So Max Golda will hold that crucial information, but Northern Ireland do pick up that ball from the left side that they failed to from the start of the game. Both teams still left with 6.
A one-ball attack on the person with the ball might be
Yeah.
a hard call to make, because those are the persons who are ready with the ball to block.
Wong just on that left side there, applying that pressure. And Shannon Smith on that right side, one of the ladies that plays in a lot of the men's leagues over in Ireland and Northern Ireland. And that's a big hit out, like we said, from Shannon Smith there. One dodge from Turkington and a pre-throw from Wong. Yet again, those throws that have been so clinical.
I'm also seeing a different throwing technique there from the left wing player from Northern Ireland. She really braces the ball in her palm and then releases it by throwing all of her body behind it.
It's what we call like a sling throw. It's something that doesn't provide 100% accuracy. Personally, I don't think it does, but does still provide a lot of power, and sort of something that an overarm throw doesn't quite provide, a bit of mystery about it.
Yeah, absolutely, and especially when there are 6 people on the back line. A one-ball attack with that style could be surprising and could swerve a little bit to the side.
Yeah, Moore goes for that catch down low, one that she took earlier on in the first half, but doesn't quite take that one.
And that's an early punishing trade. And the situation is 4 players of Northern Ireland, 3 for the Netherlands.
Yeah.
Majority of the balls for the Netherlands, they have the initiative.
Only 40 seconds left now in this. And although Stam looks very close to blocking, doesn't quite get down low enough, and the ball is placed on the ground to prevent the blue card. And 4 balls now for Northern Ireland.
15 seconds left. The Netherlands should take some risk going in, throw an early ball, expecting the ball back for a catch.
And those two balls yet again head towards Smith, but she plays the same dodge again.
And there's no reason for them to throw because they're ahead, and they just let the clock run out and take the win this set.
Yeah, very smart and very clear.
Very disciplined, even though there's a good chance of running up to a player that doesn't have a ball when you're in full speed to not throw that ball. Take some really good discipline. There's no reason to win the game early. They just run out the clock. They're ahead. The Netherlands are expected to be a little bit more aggressive to try to close the gap a little bit.
Yeah, they're just trying to take those catches, and all those catches they're trying to take aren't quite sitting right, and sometimes that plays on your mind a lot. You then tell yourself, well, I'm not making these catches, I'll then try to dodge, but then one comes your way and you go for the catch again. It's a very big mental game, dodgeball, and a lot of people sometimes underestimate how much things do play on your mind in that instance.
Yeah, it's all about the confidence as well. If you're ready for it and you're going to fall down, you know where it's going to come. Totally different than standing there and just hoping it'll be there, knowing you didn't catch it a few times. That's such a crucial difference of how you're going into the movement of that catch. Are you really confident that it's going to come there?
And 5 balls again for Northern Ireland.
4-ball play called.
Only 1 out this time, so from a 5-ball attack, only 4 get thrown and only 1 goes out. 1 with that high pressure.
2-ball attack didn't land there, but 1 ball got. No.
So 3 players up, Northern Ireland. They seem to be running away with this game, and if Netherlands want to do anything about this game and make sure they're coming back into it, they need to start closing sets out with smart dodgeball and closing sets out quick.
There are just too many balls on the person who has the ball, which make the shots blocked instead of hitting persons without the ball.
Exactly, they're going for that ball every time, and it's almost like a defensive manner that they are panicking about that running counter every time.
Yeah, stopping them in their tracks instead of actively getting people out. 4 balls, restarting the attack. They will be called by the ref to play 3 balls.
Yeah, and what the Northern Irish do so well is just apply that pressure on that right side with another ball. Moore does pick up the catch. It's that low down catch that they're picking up.
Cross court,
yeah.
free throw, maybe a little early. Now there's 4-ball attack coming.
But none hit the target.
All 4 balls thrown.
Interesting. And that set
Good dodging
ends
there by Marit. Another set, another chance, but the Northern Ireland are still keeping their pace. They're setting the tone of the game. Very disciplined.
exactly that. And Northern Ireland pick up that middle ball. The ball gets slung in from Beth Redmond, but doesn't find the target of Lanting on the Netherlands side. Hollyhurst just finding that dodge from the Northern Ireland, but the Netherlands pick up the catch. Oh, and Redmond is that favoured catch and a good catch.
One ball attack coming in when they are ready for it.
Yeah, the delayed ball does take her out, but the balls need to be on time if they're going to make sure that they're hitting players out.
The Dutch seem to be throwing more 2 balls, putting up some pressure.
And the leg of the Northern Irish player just is raised above that back line, otherwise you'd be heading out to the outbox.
Oh, no. Free throw and some good punishing there by the sisters Landekra. They both punished at the same time, making sure that person was absolutely being crossed off for hitting our middle player.
And just Northern Ireland set after set, you've got to say they've been punishing Netherlands so well. Netherlands have looked so strong in this tournament, but Northern Ireland women have actually looked very, very strong in this game. I've not seen much of them all tournament. I've seen their mixed and their men's. We know what Northern Ireland are capable of.
Yeah, there's very few flaws to detect here in this match from the Northern Ireland side.
And unfortunate on the block there. This time gets hit.
And it's game's over.
And that is another set that is over. Netherlands now down 17-1. Now they've got to be careful here, because if they want that second seed, if they lose by a lot of points, do they then drop down to a third seed? Is that possible?
We were looking at the settings, but there are a few of the results have not been put in the Tournify, so we cannot see at the moment. We do know that the Netherlands beat Scotland, so they have 3 wins, and then it depends what the other teams are doing, but the odds of them becoming second are still there. But also for the placement, it's really important to not widen the gap more than necessary.
If they don't make the second place in the group, it will be the 2 best third-seeded teams out of the women's groups that will make it through to the quarterfinals. The other Turkington sister heads and sweeps her way to the back of the court. And a block, and they track forward, but they don't need to throw. They've got 4 balls in their arsenal. And when you've got 4 balls, you're going to look at punishing the Netherlands squad.
Good block there, and punish. Good running from Larissa.
Very good running counter there. Key can't quite dodge that one this time round, but has played some good dodgeball, and that is a great running counter.
Larissa has a player that has really grown the past few years, especially by gameplay. She reads the game so well. She knows when to come forward. She knows when to block. Let's see if they can drag a set win out. Oh, that's an easy catch there in the middle. And another one.
Yes.
2 catches in a row.
Very good catches. And despite Netherlands being in that set from a couple of catches and running counters and some good aggressive plays, Northern Ireland find that set. 19-1, the current score in this game. A timeout called, we believe, by the Netherlands side.
Yeah, maybe time for Northern Ireland to give some extra minutes to players to get into the tournament. The Netherlands will possibly do the same, share some experience to the new players to see what it's like to stand on the Euros, especially against an opponent that plays as well as Northern Ireland does, to really take that experience in and start tomorrow fresh and anew for the cross finals.
So final couple of sets, there'll definitely be more than one set in this game. 3 minutes 30 left on the clock. Both teams ready to line up. The whistle from Bruno. Northern Ireland take that middle ball. It's a good run in from Cunningham.
Oh, almost a catch. Well thrown.
And some good dodgeball from both teams. Just Northern Ireland have ran away with too many sets. Oh, that's a great run up from Lanting there.
In the Dutch sport, we have a saying that goes puntje voor de eer, which basically means we've already lost, but let's take out a little bit of something positive by ending on a strong note, by ending with a win.
Exactly. And Turkington sits down Larissa Lanting on that left side. She does regain her feet and no ball is thrown in the end.
Oh, hit on the feet there.
And she's punished on her track back, not quite quick enough. Turkington is quick up that court. So, all at different targets, and they do find Cunningham in the end. She looks up at Holly Hurst as she tries to pick her up, and her eyes are distracted for just too long.
A solid 3-ball attack on the right wing. Netherlands left with 2 players.
A pre-throw comes in,
And
but
it's caught.
yeah, Shannon Smith is always going to look at taking those one balls in. And after the 20-second timer ticks on by, we'll have a 90-second set left on the clock. The score 21-1.
Just for the viewers home, the lower clock is the one that counts. There was 1 minute 18 left on the clock, but because the game clock runs on, at time the previous set was done, there was more time than 90 seconds, so it's a regular set, although shortened by the match clock running down.
And a lot of the newer Netherlands players have been given the chance to come on now. Northern Ireland very strong in this game. Netherlands have been in the game at chances, but they've just been run away with it. That catch does not count. Cunningham is hit first on her legs before the catch is secured. A couple of fakes and some pressure up, but the running counter.
Good trade over there. Great fast coverage from Northern Ireland. Larissa steaming up front to get the players there left without a ball, but she was met with the right wing from the Northern Ireland.
And McCloskey doesn't quite take this one. And another double running. Key and Turkington on that left side. The whistle goes. Northern Ireland 3 players to 2. They take the final set. Northern Ireland, the final score on this court, 23-1. Disappointing from the Netherlands, but a great game all around.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot to learn from this game to prepare for tomorrow. The Netherlands can keep their heads up high. They've done very good this group stage, but Northern Ireland was one measure too big for them. Time to rewatch the video, make some new adjustments, and be totally ready for another day tomorrow in Drachten at the Euros.
Exactly. So with that game finishing, we've got one final game on court 1 for today, and that ends our group games. We have Italy versus England in the mixed division. We'll be joined back here by John. So hang around on the YouTube if you want to head towards the next game. If not, head towards Dodgeball Netherlands YouTube page. Subscribe while you're there and head over to the Italy versus England mixed game. Thank you, Pim.